Good morning everyone. Myself Kausar Momin, 10th standard, subject Science 1, chapter number 9, Carbon Compounds. In this chapter, we are going to discuss about bonds in carbon compounds, hydrocarbons, functional group and homologous series, chemical properties of carbon compounds, carbon, a versatile element, nomenclature of carbon compound, and macromolecules and polymers. As per the 25% reduced syllabus, so there is no need to study this. Can you recall? And can you tell? On page number 110. Please, while this lecture, take your textbook along with you. Then you can cancel it very easily with the help of pencil, and take a notebook also along with you. Now, today's our topic is bonds in carbon compounds. Carbon is present in the nature everywhere. Suppose if you are taking an example for this book, in this book carbon is there, like bonding of carbon compounds you can observe here. With this fruit also carbon is there. With living things like animals and all, carbon presence over there also. Generally, the melting point and boiling point of carbon compounds are found to be lower than 300 degrees Celsius. From this, we can understood that the intermolecular attractive forces are weak in carbon compounds. Here is the table which is given compound and their melting point and boiling point. For methane, it is a carbon compound. It has a melting point minus 183 degrees Celsius and its boiling point is minus 162 degrees Celsius. For ethanol, its melting point is minus 117 and its boiling point is 78 degrees Celsius. For chloroform, melting point is minus 64 degrees Celsius and its boiling point is 61 degrees Celsius. For acetic acid, its melting point is 17 degrees Celsius and its boiling point is 118 degrees Celsius. Means all these melting points are lower than 150 itself. So for carbon compound, its melting point is very less. So that's why the attractive force between the compounds, that is very weak. In previous standard on testing the electrical conductivity of carbon compounds, glucose and urea, you have observed that they not electrical conductors. Generally, most of the carbon compounds are found to be bad conductors of electricity. From it, we can understand the structure of most of the carbon compounds like ionic bonds. It means that the chemical bonds in carbon compounds do not produce ions. So, in the previous standard, we have learned that the relationship between electronic configuration and valency of an element, and also about the ionic and covalent bonds. Let us see with this table that this table shows to us background of bond formation of by carbon. So we are having carbon atom which is electronic configuration is 2, 4. Number of electrons in the outermost orbit is 4, hence its valence shell electrons is 4. Nearby noble gas and its electronic configuration is, if we consider helium, then it has the electronic configuration of 2. If we consider for neon, it has electronic configuration of 2, 8. So we have seen that driving force behind the formation of bond by an atom is obtained to be stable electronic configuration of the nearby noble gas and obtain stability. As the valence shell of carbon contains 4 electrons, there can be many alternatives routes to attain a noble gas configuration. So many routes means we are having 3 routes. Suppose if we consider an atom which is a carbon atom which has electronic configuration 2, 2 4 and its valency is 4. So we can say that carbon atom does not have a stable noble gas electronic configuration. So we have three possible ways by which carbon atom can achieve the stable configuration. And three ways are loss of 4 electrons, this is first way, gain of 4 electrons and sharing of 4 electrons. First case is loss of 4 electrons. Suppose with this carbon it has 2 electrons and in the outermost orbit 4 electrons are there. To remove these electrons it requires lot of energy. Due to loss of electrons the carbon becomes cation. After losing 4 electrons, it becomes highly unstable. Hence, we won't use this method of loss of electrons. Next is gain of 4 electrons. If we take electrons from outside, then also it needs lot of energy to be stable. For the same, it becomes 6 protons and 10 electrons. Hence, it becomes more unstable. It becomes highly unstable. Next is sharing of 4 electrons. We need to share 4 hydrogen atoms which is having 1 electron in its outermost orbit, and methane gas is formed over there. So in this way you can observe they are sharing their electrons and they are making a bond. Here you can observe 1 hydrogen atom and 1 carbon atom going to get pair with each other. Here also 1 hydrogen atom, 1 carbon atom, 1 hydrogen and 1 carbon, 1 hydrogen and 1 carbon. So hence its outermost orbit of carbon is going to get completed and we are forming CH4 which is a part of methane. And the molecule of methane is represented by this way. This we are naming it as covalent bond. 1 carbon atom and 4 hydrogen atom which is CH4, which is the name of this structure is methane, and this bonding we are naming it as covalent bond. Similarly, we can take another example for chlorine. This carbon atom is going to get paired with the chlorine. Let us see how. With the chlorine, electronic configuration is 2, 8, 7. So with each chlorine, its outermost orbit there are 7 electrons. To complete its octet needs 1 electron more. And when this chlorine is going to get paired with carbon, they are pairing their electron this way and they are making an covalent bond and they are completing its outermost orbit also, which we are saying it as octet. You can count down the number of electrons in the outermost orbit of each configuration. So we are having few points related that. Point number 1, a carbon has 4 electrons in its outermost shell and so it does not have a stable noble gas electronic configuration. Point number 2, if a carbon atom loses 4 electrons, it forms a highly unstable cation. So it does not happen. If a carbon gains 4 electrons, it forms a highly unstable anion. So it also does not happen. To achieve this stable noble gas electronic configuration, a carbon atom shares its 4 electrons with other atoms. Sharing of an electron pair between two atoms leads to the formation of a bond called the covalent bond. Please write down these points in your book. Important points. A covalent bond is represented clearly by drawing an electron dot structure. In this matter, a circle is drawn around the atomic symbol and each of the valence electrons is indicated by a dot or cross. The covalent bond formed between the atom is indicated by showing the circles around the atomic symbols crossing each other. The shared electrons are shown in the overlapping region of the two circles by dot or cross. The electron dot structure is also drawn without showing a circle. One pair of shared electrons constitutes one covalent bond. A covalent bond is also represented by a small line joining the symbols of the atoms. The line structure is also called structural formula. Here is the example for the same. Suppose here hydrogen, two hydrogen we are taking, this one hydrogen and another hydrogen, where they are when they are combining with each other, obviously this suppose if you are considering one electron and one electron, then they are getting meet at each other point and we are getting one line through this and we can form a single bond. So for this we can name it as electron dot structure, line structure of hydrogen molecule with a single bond. You have to draw this structure in your notebook, part of homework. Meaning of single covalent bond is one pair of electron is shared between atoms and it is denoted by between these two dot a single line. Here we can take an example for bonding, that is chlorine molecule. In the chlorine molecule we are having an configuration is 287. That means with the outermost orbit we are having 7 electrons. To complete its octet we need one more electron. That is why two chlorine atoms comes together and they are sharing their electron with each other. So that why we can say it as sharing one electron pair. You can observe with this structure, this pink dot and this green dot, they are pairing with each other and they are making like this two dot, they are making one line, which we are saying it as single covalent bond. Hence this is the example for single covalent bond. If we are taking another example for oxygen, oxygen is diatomic molecule. So with this structure, two electrons from this oxygen and two electrons from this oxygen going to get pair with each other. So we can say that two pairs of electrons share between the atoms. Hence we can naming it as double covalent bond. And it is represented by two lines. Double covalent bond. Is it possible more than two pairs of electrons share between the atoms? Yes, it is possible. We can name it as triple covalent bond. And we can take an example of nitrogen. For triple covalent bond, we can show this way. Here you can observe that two nitrogen atoms are sharing their electrons to complete its octet. So if you measure the outermost orbit for this orange nitron, color of orange, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8. So this is it is completing its octet, and here also with this green color and orange combination 8 electrons are there. Then this way they are completing their octet and they are making a triple bond. You can observe here this 3 bonds are there and we are representing this triple bond this way. 3 line you have to make. And we can say the carbon has the ability to make single covalent bond, double covalent bond and triple covalent bond. Here is the diagram which is given in your textbook, that is double bond and triple bond. The theory for the same is, look at the hydrogen molecule, which is the simplest example of a molecule formed by covalent bonding. You have already learned that atomic number of hydrogen being 1, its atom contains 1 electron in shell. It requires 1 more electron to complete the shell and attain the configuration of helium. To meet this requirement, 2 hydrogen atoms share their electrons with each other from H2 molecule. One covalent bond, that is a single bond, is formed between 2 hydrogen atoms by sharing of 2 electrons. Here is the diagram you can observe with the oxygen atom. The O2 molecule is formed by chemical combination of 2 oxygen atoms, and nitrogen molecule is formed by the chemical combination of 2 nitrogen atoms. On drawing the electron down structure of these molecules, it becomes clear that the 2 oxygen atoms in the O2 molecules are joined with each other by 2 covalent bonds, that is double bond, while the nitrogen atoms in the N2 molecule are joined with each other by 3 covalent bond, which we are saying it as triple bond. This is the diagram for oxygen atom, which is double bond. You can observe here these 2 electrons are going to get paired with each other, the combination of pair of 2 electrons. So hence we are having double bond over there. And when we are considering for nitrogen, so 3 electrons are combining with each other to complete the octet of each one. So here we are getting triple bond. So this is the diagram for double bond and triple bond. For double bond we are taking an example for oxygen, and for triple bond we have taken an example of nitrogen. We are having another examples of the same also we are going to discuss. Please cancel it out, this use your brain power and do you know, no need to study these two. Now let us consider a carbon compound methane CH4. You have learned about the occurrence, properties and uses of methane molecule in the previous standard. Just now we saw that the carbon atoms form 4 covalent bonds using the 4 valence electrons and attain the configuration of the nearby noble gas neon and obtain stability. In the figure, I'll show you the dot structure for the same methane. You have to cancel this one also, use your brain power. Now we will go ahead with the next page, and that is diagram, electron dot structure and line structure of methane molecule, which we have seen the video also. So suppose here we are taken carbon. It has a configuration 2,4. In the first orbit 2 electrons are there, and the second orbit 4 electrons are there, and to complete its octet 4 hydrogen are pairing with this one. You can observe here this single hydrogen is pairing here, hydrogen, 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 and they are making a bond. You can observe here they are making a bond, and after making a bond this carbon is completing its octet. You can count down the number of electrons also. Now we can represent this in this way with the form of their dot, and after showing this dot we can draw these lines this way. So this diagram we can say electron dot structure and line structure of methane molecule. We can say that carbon is a versatile element, and for this we are having an explanation for the same. We saw that carbon atoms, like some other atoms, share the valence electrons to form covalent bonds. Similarly, we also saw the structure of the simple carbon compound methane, but carbon is different than other elements. The number of compounds formed from carbon is extremely large. In the beginning, we saw that except for the objects formed, metal, glass, soil or other objects are made from the carbon. In short, brief, the entire living kingdom is made from carbon. Our body is also made a part of carbon. Millions of molecules ranging from the small and simple methane molecule to the extremely big DNA molecule are made from carbon. The molecular masses of carbon compounds range up to 10 to the power 12. This means that carbon atoms come together in large number of form extremely big molecule. What is the cause of this unique property of carbon? It is due to the peculiar nature of the covalent bonds formed by carbon. It can form large number of compounds. From this we can know the following characteristics of carbon. If we will consider about by the knowing of characteristics of carbon, we can understand in detail of carbon compound in our life. We will stop our lecture over here. Let's go ahead with the homework. You have to write the routes to attain a noble gas configuration with carbon atom. So we are having 3 over here, and these are number 1, number 2 and number 3. You have to draw this diagram: electron dot structure and line structure of hydrogen molecule with a single bond. Next is double bond and triple bond. Thank you.